Shalom, shalom, shalom. Israel, brother Amos with the Watchers for Israel. First and foremost, as we always do, we're going to give all praises, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. To the brothers pushing this truth with strong sincerity, laboring on the highways and byways, making their body a living sacrifice, doing all they can for the hopeful elect and for the nation of Israel. I want to give you all a strong shalom. To the sisters holding it down in the household, reverencing their husbands, being a teacher of good things to the young women and to the children. I want to give y'all a strong shalom as well. And to the men and women forsaking this world and coming back to serving our God, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. I want to compel y'all to be as a church of Berea, to search the scriptures daily and diligently to see if the words that be spoken you are true or not. Right? Let the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua be true and every man a liar. They don't come with thus saith the Lord from the Holy Scriptures. Cast it behind you and seek and heark unto men who say, thus saith the Lord, and not men that fill their own belly. Right? A lot of false prophets, a lot of soothsayers, a lot of men out here to get a name and not doing this in truth and or sincerity. Right? Because I guess to be known is to be better than to glorify the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Right? Foolishness. But this is a video I seen on Twitter, right, or X, formerly known as Twitter. It comes from Chicago, right, and it's a very sad story, a mishap that, not really a mishap, but ignorance and arrogance and evil at its fullest extent. Right, I'm gonna read the title and then we'll get into some precepts and what actually happened that caused this man to not only lose his life, but this man to lose his freedom and essentially his life as well, right? It says, Chicago man charged with murder in Southside gas station shooting, right? So we read about these stories all the time, right? Somebody did something to somebody, now somebody got to retaliate, or this man did this and this man did that, and now this man has been arrested and charged with murder. It's always the same narrative, same story. Men don't know how to let go of disrespect, or men don't know how to let go of their ego and their pride, which is essentially take your life, right? This is the brief, and then we'll get into some of the story and some precepts. Excuse me. 41-year-old Chicago man has been charged with first-degree murder after a fatal shooting at a gas station. Right? Excuse me. Hold on, let me get to it. Right, the charges stem from a shooting just after 1 a.m. Excuse me, allergies. Charges stem from a shooting that happened 1 a.m. on South Stony Island Avenue, where Robinson shot a 40-year-old victim multiple times before fleeing in a white vehicle. Right? So it's always the same story. Right? They shoot somebody multiple times. They flee in the vehicle, and the Most High has them get caught. But what I saw in the video, which, you know, it may not be what actually happened, right? They said the man was asking this female if she wanted to buy some marijuana. But the man said no. Then the man ended up coming back and killing the guy, right? But this is what Jake has to go through, man. Jake has to go through us wanting to kill one another, right? Us being wicked and evil and doing all manner of hatred towards one another to prove a point, to gain respect, right? Essentially intimidate other men. Right? That's evil. That's wicked. Right? Let's go to the precepts, man. The times that we live in. Right? The times that we live in is quite madness, man. Right? I'm gonna come back to this. Let's go to Matthew. Chapter 24. Matthew 24:12. And it reads, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right? Iniquity is abounding. Right? You're seeing more evil come upon the land that we've never seen. Right? Mass murders, hatred. Right? It's a whole bunch of things that we see. The love of many is waxing cold. Right? The love of many. We're getting desensitized to murder. We're getting desensitized to guns, death. Right? It's no compassion, no empathy. It's nothing anymore in this world that shows the reverence of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And that's because the wicked is bearing rulership. Right? The wicked is in control. The wicked is running the earth. So while the wicked is running the earth, we're going to see things that are more wicked than we ever would believe. Right? This is Sirach 28:1. He that revengeth shall find vengeance from the Lord. He will surely keep his sin in remembrance. Right? So what the brother essentially did, he revenged. He felt disrespect from the man. He felt like the man shouldn't be doing X, Y, and Z. So he took the judgment into his own hands and murdered this man. When the law says thou shalt not kill, it says no murder. That's essentially what it says. That was murder what the man did. Took the gun to the man's head, shot him in the head, all different parts of his bodies and extremities, and left. Right? Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he hath done unto thee, so shall thy sins be forgiven when thou prayest. Right? So you have to forgive your neighbor for the iniquity that they have done, the hurt that they've done to you. You have to forgive it. Yeah, it may be hard. Yeah, it may be difficult. Yeah, it may cause you anguish because you're still holding on to that, but the Lord is telling you to forgive your neighbor the harm that he's done. The harm that the neighbor has done is going to be upon his head once you forgive him. Right? Now, we're not saying be foolish and let him do it over and over and over. Right? That's not what we're saying. But what we're saying is forgive, and these things won't happen. Ask the Most High for pardon, and these things will not happen. Right? Verse number 3. One man beareth hatred against another, and doeth he seek pardon from the Lord? Right? So you have men that bear hatred one towards another. Right? They be mad, they be angry, they want to get even. Right? On sight when I see you, get it back in blood. What else Jake be saying? The wickedness Jake be saying. Get it back in blood. Blood only gonna make me feel better. You know, Jake just is pure wicked. And it's because we're institutionalized. We're institutionalized. Try to say that 3 times fast. We're institutionalized to act the way that we do. Right? We got songs about killing our brothers. Right? We got movies about killing our brothers. We glorify murderers and killers more than we do men that love our community. Right? He showeth no mercy to a man which is like himself, do if he asks forgiveness of his sins. Right? Men don't show mercy to men like themselves. But you know what they do? They show mercy to Esau. They get in court crying. Right? They do all these things. And just neglect the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And it's gonna come a day of reckoning where men are gonna have to answer for all the evil that they've done. Men are gonna have to answer for all the wickedness that has come upon them, where they have brought upon the earth. Right, this 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse number 1. And this is how you know we're living in the last days. Right, we're in the last days. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no, well, maybe it's another last days that the Lord was talking about. So these are the last days that the Most High was talking about that we are living in. Know also that in these last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection. Right? These are the signs, telltale signs that we're living in the last days. All these things are coming to pass. Right? You got boasters, revilers, truce breakers, accusers. Right? All these things are coming to pass to be shown that we're in the last days. So you have to be that light set on the hill. You have to be holy, which means set apart, not like the world. Because these are judgments of the people of the world. These are the judgments of the wicked, those who forsake the Lord. And while we have opportunity, the period of grace, we need to take advantage of it and hide ourselves from the discontent that's in this earth. Hide ourselves from the evil that's upon this earth. Hide ourselves by being in the shadow of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And take not vengeance in your own hands. Right? You take vengeance in your own hands, there's no coming back from that. So, be mindful, be watchful, be sober and vigilant. Because Satan is going to and fro, spirits are hopping on people. And you have to be in the grace of the Most High. You have to be in the comfort and the protection of the Most High in these last days. With that, I say shalom.